Hey guys, welcome to the final week of what we currently have of the Diary of Wimpy Kid films. This week we'll be covering the latest from the title, which are the first two films of a current animated series they are doing. So let's just check them out. This 2021 movie was starred by Swinton Scott, and is his first feature film directorial debut, with a screenplay by Jeff Kinney, with it being based on his book with the same name. If you've been watching these videos, it is the second film to adapt the book following the 2010 live-action film. The film this time was produced by Disney and Braddell Entertainment. The plot essentially follows the original book and movie, in which Greg wants to be famous and survive middle school while having his best friend Rowley around. For the main two leads, we have Brady Noon as Greg, while we have Ethan William Childress as Rowley. As mentioned in the last video, there was originally meant to be an animated adaptation of the Cabin Fever book, where even Kenny said in an interview for the Hard Luck book that he was working with Fox on it to be a half-an-hour special and for it to air in late 2014, but again, it just never happened. Although things started to look up again for an animated project based on the series, when in August 2018, Stacey Snider, CEO of Fox, stated that an animated show based on the book series was in development, and it was revealed that this was because Kinney decided to no longer allow any more live-action adaptations after the long haul. Then a year later in 2019, after Disney bought the company, it was revealed this project isn't actually going to be dead, but would be having some changes being exclusive to Disney+. Another year later in December 2020, at the Disney Investor Day, it was confirmed that it was redeveloped into an animated film series. It also started production and was underway for a release in mid-2021. In September 2021, the film was then scheduled for a release date of December 3rd, 2021, with Swinton announced as director, with Kinney writing and producing. The main two leads were also revealed around the same time. Braddell were the ones who provided the animation, with two offices in Canada, having an overall team of 82 people using the software Arnold. Kinney for some reason chose to use CGI despite the book's hand-drawn style, saying he wanted it to feel like the books had come to life. I don't understand that one, but fair enough. Good for you, Jeff. The film was composed by John Pacino, with the soundtrack being released on December 17th, 2021. When the film was released on December 3rd, it met positive reviews, with Rotten Tomatoes giving it a 73% based on 15 reviews, with Metacritic giving it a solid 50 out of 100 based on 4 reviews. Personally, to me though, this film just isn't good, and that's simply because its length and runtime makes the whole plot of this film feel rushed, and a fair amount of important storylines and moments and even characters are cut out of this adaptation of the now classic story. The animation also is just really cheap and really lazy, which is probably the reason they decided to make this an hour long. I've also been thinking, and I don't know why they even decided to do an animated film overall. With the art style of the book, it's kind of like Greg's viewpoint, and it's his book to show that, yeah, this is by a middle schooler and this is how he sees life. And to make this animated series, even with the actual animation matching the book overall with hand-drawn style, I don't know, would that make it seem that the books made it that Greg is some secret artist that can do really realistic drawings? Yeah, it's just a bit weird. Only positive that I have for this film though is its music, and it does overall match the franchise's overall vibe. I'll give this one a 1 out of 5 or a 2 out of 10. Now let's move on to its sequel. Project Rules is a 2022 film directed by Luke Cormigan and is also his feature directorial debut, which kind of is strange, 2 in a row with 2 different directors, with the film again being written once again by Kinney based on his book with the same name. This again makes it the second film based on this book, with the first being the live action from 2011. It is once again produced by Disney and Braddell, with it being released on Disney+. Plot goes through the same plot as the original book and movie, where Greg moves up a grade, feeling more confident, but still gets teased by his older brother Roderick, where they then build a bond, then a secret makes it break down, with them both working things out in the end. Brady Noon reprised his role as Greg, while Hunter Dillon also returns as Roderick for this film, having a way bigger role this time. It was pretty much already known information that the sequels to the 2021 film would happen, essentially being that the book series turned into animated films, with Kinney revealing that they were already in development on October 23rd, 2021. Then him announced for some reason on Disney Plus Day 2021 that the first sequel would be Roderick Rules. Such a shocker. By the time the next year, in October 2022, Luke was then announced to be the film's director. In March 2022, John confirmed that he would be returning to score this film, with it then being officially confirmed alongside Luke being director. Seems critics found this one pretty stale, with Rotten Tomatoes giving it a solid 50%. To me, this movie actually handled doing the original Roderick Rules story in such a short time well, until they completely decided to change everything halfway through, to the point where it felt like everything just didn't make any sense, and the brothers just made up in the end because they wanted to. Voice actors did a decent job, animation did improve, but overall I'm just not a fan of this art style. Music again was good though. This one is a 1.5 out of 5 or a 3 out of 10 to me. So that was me briefly covering the newer films of Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Honestly, I could see these kind of being good films for children, you know, but I don't know if this is me growing up now being 20, but I don't really see these two films being something where someone will grow up and be like, oh, these were great, like we kind of did with the original live actions. As mentioned in that, I feel like the live action films actually did change a lot from the books originally, to the point where the overall structure and overall developed great character, until, well, The Long Haul came out. And yeah, I wouldn't say these are terrible, but they just aren't really my thing. But since I am a fan of the franchise, even though I haven't read many of the books that I've released over the years, apart from the ones I read when I was younger, and I'm a film guy, I'll just check out these next few ones to release over a few years, because it's going to be interesting having this many Diary of a Wimpy Kid films. Am I going to cover them in a video in the future? I'm not too sure. I'll be honest, I just mainly wanted to cover the live action films, but I just felt like I had to cover these two. But still, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I want to hear your thoughts on these films. Please comment them down below, and if you have any additional facts about them as well, please comment them down below. I'm very interested to hear. Also, please like the video if you liked this video, or overall just liked the Diary of a Wimpy Kid series I can hand on the channel here. Please subscribe as well. It will mean a whole lot as me being a small content creator. So yeah, that's all I really have to say, and hopefully I'll see you next week with whatever I cover.